Of course, you know what time it is. It's time to talk sport. It's time to cruise, of course, on Melody 100.7 FM, Bashorun Ibadan. You know what we do here. It's, of course, going to be another time, of course, to talk sport, another time to talk entertainment from this hour to the hour of 8 p.m. It's going to be with me and my brother from another mother. Yeah, Bobola, let them know you're here.
All right, Daniel, good evening. Daniel, good evening to all our listeners out there. It's so nice to be here to talk sports. There's a lot to talk about today. Right now, the Super Falcons are playing Cameroon. Right there, goals from Rashida Ajibade. She scored 2 in that one. That was the match I was watching.
Don't give them much yet. Don't give them much.
I mean, that was the match I was watching before coming to the studio. There's a lot to talk about. A transfer, like we know, most of the games in Europe have ended, and a lot has been happening in transfer right there.
But then I still feel like we should enjoy the pitch a little bit more up until 6:15, and then we'll be back to load them with all the stories and all the gist. Class, are you ready? Let's go on to take this Ruga and Tio Savage Tuma. Are you ready for that?
My toma. I never stop giving back to back. All of the girls I give them go back. No replica, cause I am the main man. 1 of 1, 10 over 10, nobody better. They eat whatever I said, but I got my Gucci I get. Party already I wear, I too fresh I'm aware. Not on my level from where to where. What are you trying to tell me? You've never ever seen a very humble cocky nigga like me. Yes, I go invite all my trolls to come party with me someday. Cause all in the end, I still want nothing spoiled. So move away from my section. Look away, I go give you too much pressure. Put it, number 1 on the shit, push it. Track it, push it, mommy. Hola, como va y vos, me I know me rule. Wow, you know me, baby, me I know you. Hola, como va y vos, me I know me rule. Wow, you know me, baby, me I know you. 1 of 1, 10 over 10, nobody better. They eat whatever I said, but I got my Gucci I get. Party already I wear, I too fresh I'm aware. Not on my level from where to where. ABG bad, me give them back to back. Be my shame calling me, won't go jack. She make her clear you. How you did before Lagos? The money no finish for pocket, it cost it finish. When they phone on me, say storm is over. So don't call the phone back, nothing they bother. I'ma charge you over. One person no fit to cover my guy. 24/7 me, oh name of think I kill my cana. Hola, como va y vos, me I know me rule. Wow, you know me, baby, me I know you. Hola, como va y vos, me I know me rule. Wow, you know me, baby, me I know you. 1 of 1, 10 over 10, nobody better. They eat whatever I said, but I got my Gucci I get. Party already I wear, I too fresh I'm aware. Not on my level from where to where. Mix. My toma.
Looking to probe from deep enough. It's a smashing ball, it's Martins!
Joseph Yobo, the dribble.
Oh, it's pushed out to the bow!
Double Odesi.
Sensational! What a wonderful finish! That is the most embarrassing own goal! Oh, what a goal! That's something out of nothing! He struck it sweetly, and does he ever score Rodrigo? They're all copybooks off.
All right. Are you ready? We always hear 6 p.m. though, of course, 8 p.m. every day. And the first half of the cruise show is always about sport. From local scene to international scene. Football and non-football stories. And sometimes intense analysis. I've got my brother from another mother here, but Bola is here with me today. And when we're together like this, we tend to just comport ourselves like this.
When we are on the other side, we always, we go head to head.
I miss being on that other side.
Yeah.
Because right there, I don't have to pretend.
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and maybe Saturday, we are always at that other, and then we go head to head. But on Tuesdays, we have to comport ourselves. I'll be brothers.
Games going on right now with the Super Falcons, right?
Yeah, the Super Falcons.
What's the update?
Right now, they are in the second half, the 83rd minute in the second half, 2-0, still Nigeria. Rashida Tajibade, the captain of the team, she got the goals. The first was a penalty, and the second, I saw that goal, and she outsmarted the Cameroon defenders, and she scored the goal. She scored that goal. That was the second goal in the 43rd minute, and big ups to Ajibade. And for me, the girls are doing really well. I was watching the game before coming to the studio, and I think these girls are going to give us a show when it comes to the WAFCON, because right now they've done justice to Algeria and right now Cameroon. And when you look at the top sides in Africa, you talk about Egypt, you talk about Cameroon, you talk about Morocco and South Africa, and right now done with Algeria. They scored so many goals, 4-1 in the second leg. The first leg was 2-0. And right now, Cameroon 2-0. And hopefully the second leg is going to hold. And we're going to see what's going to happen during the second leg. But the talking point is we are just playing at home. Yeah, we've been playing in Nigeria. In Algeria, when we played against Algeria, it was in Nigeria. So I would like to see this girl perform outside of Nigeria. Maybe they are using the home factor. But we have to just give them kudos right now, and because they're scoring goals, and this is a good preparation before the WAFCON for me, honestly.
This Cameroonian goalkeeper, he said a lot of things going on for them right now. There's a little bit of a reshuffle in their own team. The Cameroonian FA, of course, recently came out to say there will be a restructure to their women's national team, and that's with a high for, of course, future tournaments, including the coming WAFCON. So, don't you think? They've actually got internal crisis, and that is telling on their performance. Talking about the Cameroonian ladies.
Yeah, you might put it to them.
Because I don't want to make it look like we're playing, of course, the real indomitable lioness. We know they can put up a very good fight.
Yeah, they can put up a very
good fight. 2 goals in less than 30 minutes into the game?
Yeah, but the thing is, I really don't give too much when it comes to friendlies. Yeah, teams might try out new players. That's why I said maybe this lady, that's what's her name, the top girl for us, the 4-time African champ. Remind me her name.
Francisco Odega.
No, not Francisco.
Okay, Aziza
Oshoala.
How can you forget that name? I'm beginning to feel like you don't like that name too much.
I love Aziza Oshoala, but I just don't think her time. I feel like her time is up.
Her time is up, and Francisco Odega is still in the team.
Yeah, for Francisca Odega, she's just one of the mature minds. I'm not saying that the likes of Asisa Oshoala should not be in the team. They can be in the team, but maybe on the bench, not starting.
But why is Francisca Odega 40 already?
Yeah, it's up to the coach. It's up to the coach.
I'm still trying to figure it out in my head. Like, how is Oshoala suddenly the lady everyone sees?
Oshoala might not be available for friendlies, but top girl. I feel like they're going to call her for the WAFCON. If it's a serious match, they should call her. When you look at the World Cup, she wasn't called for some friendly games, but when it got to the World Cup, she was called up. So maybe we're going to see her at the WAFCON. It's up to the coach, yeah. But for this other lady that you just talked about, Francisca Odega, Well, I mean, maybe she's performing at top level at her club, because one of the things that determines your call up at the national team is how you perform at your club. So maybe she's doing well right now, and the coach has decided to give her a chance. But what I love about the coach is he has given chance for young players. We've seen players from Remo Stars, different players. Bolaji is right there. She just came off the bench. She plays for Remo Stars Lady, and some older young girls. Abiodun Deborah is also in the mix, and right now we are seeing more of new faces, not the regular starting 11 of the female team.
And that is good.
And that's good, yeah. If you ask me, because right now we have to start depending on the younger players. When you see Deborah Abiodun, who is 19 years, Ifeanyi Onumonu, I mean, these girls are new girls, and this other girl, Babajide Risola, which has been called up, Demi, who plays for Galatasaray. These girls are young girls, Alozie, and Alozie, my crush.
Alozie, we don't even know that lady.
Yeah, so
I'm sure a lot of guys will be waiting for the cameo after the game. I mean,
yeah, it's big ups to the girls, big ups to the coach too.
All right, away from that, I mean, it was just because the game is ongoing that actually took us from this story. Talk about, of course, the tragedy that happened, of course, in Kano. Talk about the FG now is talking about, a relief package for the bereaved family. I just want to say, I mean, that will be all. I mean,
well, it's not a joking matter, and I'm not supposed to be laughing, but you said it's not going to be all. Well, I think the deed has been done.
I was thinking there will be like an investigation open into some accident.
I saw the news about investigation.
Because not all accidents are accidents. Some things are made to look like accidents.
Yeah, Danny, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but even if you're investigating, the lives has been lost.
Yeah, but definitely. But there's the best, I think, when we're talking about consolation and, of course, support for the bereaved family, one of the support you can give to them is at least try and dig. Show them that we don't take it for granted.
I understand.
Of course, I'm giving kudos to the federal government, of course, coming to support the Kano State, football government. I mean, the sport commission is a good one. But I'm just saying, I mean, we don't know where our voice can reach, but wherever our voices can reach, we're just saying we should not just take everything as accident.
Yeah.
The fact that it looks like accident does not mean it's accident.
Yeah, I understand your perspective, which I honestly respect. But it's just sad that this whole incident happened. I mean, anytime I see this story, it just makes me sad because I mean the number of lives lost in that accident is just just very sad. But,
because in most cases, when we ask for investigation to be done on stuff like this,
we don't even get any result at the end of the day.
And it's not just to by every means bring some names to books. No, sometimes it's just to prevent it in the future. Because when you see things like this happen, and you just say, oh, it has happened, let's just console the family of the loved ones and the lost ones, and that's it. You have to look into it and see maybe these kind of things can be prevented in the future. Because it's a sad story. We can't do without talking about it, no matter how sad it is. It's one of our homes in there. And let's go still, of course, in Nigeria. Mohammed is demanding a quick renovation of Niger Tornadoes' home ground. We don't forget you in class, so I'm still waiting for the class. We're still seeing one or two in the class. I will still come back to the class. Now they're calling for a renovation. I mean, not very often do we hear renovation of stadium in Nigeria.
At this point in time, this is the technical advisor of the Niger Tornadoes, and is calling for the renovation. But Egunfemi Bobola, is not just calling for the renovation of Niger Tornadoes. It's calling for the renovation of every pitch.
Every pitch in Nigeria.
In Nigeria,
for goodness sake. Like, seriously, I mean, that's something we should not be joking about.
Yeah. Is a very, when you see someone...
Each state should be able to provide at least
just one. I mean, you go to Ogun State, you can boast of Remo Star Stadium, and right now the way...
Private owned?
Yes, private owned, yeah, but let's just put it as Ogun State. But with
even
the way...
Lagos can boast of two.
Exactly. And in Ibadan, I mean, let's not even talk about it. So, when you go to Ogun State, you see Remo Star Stadium. And right now, with the way they are using the pitch,
it won't take time.
It's not going to take time.
They're currently playing the friendly right now.
Yeah. So every team, the girls, the previous match against Algeria, they played there, and some of the guys are playing there. The main owners would use it. Beyond Limits will use it. Some would rent it. So I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot going on that pitch. So every pitch, I feel like in all states, there should be a classy pitch, even if it's just one.
Just one.
I mean, MPFL games will be going on there. So I feel like Lagos Alami Stadium, take for example, according to reports, there was a lot of money spent on it. But Daniel, if you go to that stadium right now, my goodness, I mean, it's a town hall.
I think it's one thing is for you to renovate something. Another thing is maintenance.
Maintenance, yeah.
When we talk, we're very quick to build something in Nigeria. We're very quick, to erect something, put this one there and then and there. But when it comes to maintenance, I always tell when you want to build something, always prepare budget for maintenance as well.
Yeah.
At least first 3 years of that, whatever you're putting together, and that's what happens to us.
But my point of concern is the way the pitch. It didn't take long. I mean, if there were, with the figures that was mentioned, that okay, they spent this so amount of money on it, and within certain months, the pitch just turned out to be like that. Maybe in quotes, I'm not saying they didn't spend the money on it, but
whatever you say, just make sure you're clear.
Maybe it wasn't the money that they mentioned wasn't exactly used.
Bobola is speaking for himself.
Yeah,
not Melody FM, and of course, let's go to the class, of course, because these are things we should talk about, but at the same time, we tread softly because we know exactly what it is.
We have to be careful with what we say.
Yeah, so let's go to the class, of course. We have CG Emmanuel Olorunfemi. It's a great job. Thank you so much. Adesakin Jesu Nifemi say well done. Thank you so much. And Jola Shuario, he said it's raining here. Oh, really? I'm not sure, but even if it's raining, we won't know inside this place.
When we're about coming
in. Okay, and Jola Shuario said, good afternoon, watching you from Aroro, Makinde. Yeah.
As usual.
Where are the rest of the class, Jola Shuario? Please, let's read it. It's about to get interesting on the show this morning. And of course, let's go from there.
This morning?
This evening, sorry. When you say raining and the whole weather feel like...
Maybe because of the studio. The way the energy is like, it's
raining or not
vibe.
raining. So now let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. NFF is saying, people are saying, so why are you going to Russia to play friendly game? Situation of things around there. At first, even you don't expect them to go there for a friendly game. And Nigerians are actually raising concerns like, come on, that place is not a safe place to be.
It's not a safe.
And NFF is saying, come on, safety first, no credible threats. It's important to note that the international friendly between Nigeria and Russia is sanctioned by FIBA. This fact shows that there is no out of security threat before, during, and after the match. In addition, ahead of the decision, an NFL chieftain in a chat with, of course, the press stated that thorough safety assessments were conducted in collaboration with Russia Embassy in Nigeria, and all findings confirmed that Moscow, the venue of the match, posed no security threat to players, officials, and fans. We say Moscow is safe.
Yeah.
But not all Russia, not the entire 30 of the country.
Yeah, I went through social media and I saw a lot of people talking about the situation, that why must the match be played
in Russia?
Even if you're going to play at Russia.
Because it's friendly game, you don't have to play it
on the same ground. Yeah. So some people suggested that they should have played it maybe in England. Well, we don't know why they're fixing it at Russia. And if you notice, let me just bring this to your concern. Some of the key players have optioned out. Not optioned out. They gave reasons for going out. And these players, I don't think some of them are injured.
If your brother said he's going to Russia to play a game, and a friendly game at that, you can ask him.
Sarah Disses has just said that he has a wedding after playing 2 games.
After winning a cup.
Yeah. And Ola, right now is not fit. Some players have said...
Simeon's not available?
Is not...
he just came out of surgery?
Yes. Sadiq Umar right now is injured. And this is the end of the season. And he played the last game for Valencia. But, we don't know. Maybe the club has...
The players are boycotting everything.
Yeah, they've advised them not to play at Russia. But since the NFF has come out, that's the president, Ibrahim Gozo, has come out to say that nothing of such would happen. Then I think we should just own it to them and just owe them a stake. And the players, I feel like right now they must have given them a lot of words. We have a player that is going to be... There's a player playing there in Krasnodar, and he has joined the team. That's Olakule. So he must have given the boys thumbs up that, don't worry, I stay here. No, nothing is going to happen to you guys. So let's just see what happens. I feel like the friendly game is going to be nice, and eventually, hopefully, Nigeria wins.
All right. Okay. Now, Jola Sharia is trying to start something. He's trying to start a small fire on the platform, and class is going to be very, very tense. But we're going to go into Joshua Ario's topic later. He's trying to bring out list of contenders right now for CAF Men's Player of the Year, and Bobola is going to be really tough.
Yeah.
Because with Hakimi winning Champions League, the National League, and of course, what's it called?
Ligue 1.
The Ligue 1. It's going to be really, really intense now. 3 trophies. We will get back into this. But let's take this story. Super Eagles coach, of course, is saying Osimhen is the best striker in the world. But I don't share that view. A few weeks ago, you were here saying it's not even top 3.
Yeah.
Still believe in that?
Yeah, that's my point. As much as he's doing fine.
Okay, let me tell you what the coach says. He said,
Okay.
Victor for me is the best striker in the world. That's, of course, Eric Shell speaking there. He said, for him, it is difficult to come for this game. Talk about the game we're playing right now at the moment. He said it's difficult. He's played the season under a lot of pressure. The reality is there is a transfer window. During this time, a player like him is not 100% focused. And that's true. He said, I need to protect him physically and mentally because maybe he will go or not go. Talk about transfer. He said maybe a club like Manchester United or maybe Chelsea, Barcelona, or Real Madrid or so need them to be focused. So, these are reasons why the manager is saying he's not bringing Osimhen into the team.
Yeah. And we've talked about it. We've talked about the situation that Victor James Osimhen.
But there seems to be no rumor, not even rumor from Man United or Chelsea or anywhere again in Europe.
At some point, there was a certain time that we kept on reading so many
about
clubs about Victor James Osimhen, Juventus. We talked about Man U. We talked about this, that. But now that and let's put it like that. So everything is becoming very calm, and he has to make that decision. So I understand where.
But is he the best striker in the world, according to the manager?
Yeah, for the manager, he has the opinion, and he's the coach of Victor James Osimhen.
Can you actually pick two strikers in the world that are better than this guy?
Are you still on this?
No, I just want, because the season is over now.
Yeah.
We have the cards. We have all the numbers.
Yeah, Erling Haaland, Lewandowski.
Erling Haaland don't have the numbers. The numbers he put together this season, Erling don't have it.
Erling Haaland, he doesn't have the numbers. Well, one of the key things I've always said about these strikers is prove yourself at the top 5 league. If you can do that, if you're playing in Turkey, fine.
I think that's always going to be a challenge.
That's going to be mine for me. Yeah. So Kylian Mbappe is also in the book, so you have to put that into consideration. Isak for me is there. Gyökeres is there. A lot of top strikers right there. So Victor James Osimhen is top 10, but not top 3, top 5 for me.
Top 10.
Yeah.
When you say top 10, I don't know what people will be thinking online right now. People in class will be looking at you like, is he drunk? Checking. Is he on something? Osimhen is not top 10. I don't know who's going to be your top 10 anyway. But now let's go to the class. What's happening in the class? Got a lot of messages already. Okay. Adeyemi Egunfemi said, well done. Of course, Joshua Ario said the 2025 CAF Player of the Year decider will arguably be the hardest in the history of the award. He said Mohamed Salah 35 goals and of course 1 trophy. Ashraf Hakimi 9 goals, 3 trophies. Victor Osimhen 37 goals, 2 trophies. Fingers crossed. Bobola, you have all these numbers with you. Who would you vote for?
If I was a delegate, and I would be voting in the CAF award.
How am I thinking like you're still thinking in your head?
No, I'm not thinking. My vote is going to be to Ashraf Hakimi of Morocco.
It wasn't even in contention last week.
It wasn't in contention, but right now...
But winning Champions League, game changer?
It has given him the hedge, And as much as we know that...
but you have to talk about the impact of these players on their team.
On their team? Ashraf Hakimi is in the UEFA Champions League.
And I think he had an assist or goal.
I think that's enough for him. He plays for a top team.
When you top Europe, you should be able to top Africa.
That's it. So when Victor James Osimhen did it at Napoli, it wasn't this big, but he did it at Napoli, and just winning the Scudetto for him took him to winning the CAF Player of the Year award. And Mohamed Salah too. If the season he won. The Champions League.
So for you, the Champions League is a game changer for you?
Yeah, the Champions League is the game changer. But There's the AFCON coming up, but I think that the award would have been decided.
It would have been decided before the AFCON.
So
AFCON won't have the effect. But these are the numbers we have.
On that day, I would vote for Achraf Hakimi if I'm a
I have my choice here, but I can't vote today. But seriously, I don't know. It's very dicey.
But who would you vote for, Daniel?
Honestly speaking, in my opinion, I think it's tough. I don't want to be
Salah. I know that.
I'm a fan of Salah. I love what Salah has done. His consistency over the years.
Yeah.
And it's been long since he actually laid his hand on it. I think
he's won it before. Achraf had not won it before.
Osimhen has won it like twice now.
No, once.
So I think Salah should get it again, considering his age.
Daniel, move away from that.
Okay. All right, let's go. Jola Shadio said, I think because of rain. Okay, rain, yeah. He said, as long as Hakimi is not from Ghana, Cameroon, or South Africa, we are Nigerians. We are fine with him winning the CAF Best Player Award. I don't understand.
That's Jola Shadio. So he's trying to say if Ghana, South Africa, those are
those are our rivals.
Yeah.
Okay, Thomas David said, well done, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. The Super Falcons score lines, please. Bobola will give you that in a moment. And of course, someone said, Osimhen top 10 as how? Thomas David is asking that Osimhen top 10 as how? As how now?
No, for Thomas David now, is he top 10?
He's asking that as how? How is Osimhen top 10? Like, how can Osimhen be among top? How is it so low?
Why? What if he's trying to say top 10? Maybe he's trying to say Osimhen.
I know what he's saying
11,
now. No.
Top 20.
He's saying Osimhen like top 10, not even top 3.
Well, let's wait for Thomas David.
Thomas David, please.
Let's get your opinion.
Clarify your opinion very well. Are you saying top 10 is too much or is too ridiculous? Let's get to know that. And now, of course, let's go for Aroku Dare, another fine Nigerian guy who's killing it out there. Of course, with Genk, and Genk president is saying Aroku Dare will leave for big money. It's like, this guy is a Nigerian. The Genk president, Peter Cronin, says the club will demand big money to sell Tolu Aroku Dare this summer. Aroku Dare has been linked with a move away from the Belgian Pro League outfit following the remarkable campaign for the club. The Nigerian international scored 21 goals to emerge top scorer in the league. The 24-year-old also won the Ebony Show for the best African player in Belgium and was also voted as overall third best player in the league. And the just concluded season. Aroku Dare has attracted interest of Bundesliga side, talk about Bayern Munich, and of course the Portuguese side, Benfica. And now the man is saying an amount with Onachu. Let me say that I don't want to say much about that, but we want much money, much more than Onachu. That's coming from the president, of course, Genk. He said they will be free to release him for big money. I mean, do you think how much do you think Tolu is worth?
Tolu, I don't know how much is worth.
I mean, when he says big money, when he says big money, bigger than, of course, Onachu. Onachu came for I think 18 or so million pounds. So do you think he's a player who can get 30 million pounds for?
That's too much, honestly. Aroku Dare, 21 goals, 5 assists. Well, he did well in the season. How many games? About 40 games, yeah. But maybe
that's like a goal in every other game.
40, 20. Well, if you put it like that.
That's it.
40 games, 22 goals. I mean,
that's like a goal in every 2 games.
Daniel, 44 games.
Okay, 44 games.
Yeah.
21 goals. Okay, like.
I mean, for me, I don't think that's. Well, it did well. We have to put it like that. It did well. Yeah. 40 games. Yeah, just to clarify, 40 games, 21 goals, 5 assists. Decent. It's still decent for a striker. But, when you play for the Belgian league, I expect more. I've always said it, Daniel. I'm not saying that these players are not good enough. But when you play for leagues like the Belgian league, Swedish league, the Turkish league, I expect more from you. If your figures, like Gyökeres, for me, has surpassed it. So if you're saying 30 million for Tolu, I mean, that's too much. Maybe 20. You understand? If they're going to sell it for big money, maybe 20. 20 for me is decent. All right. Onachu scored more goals.
Yeah, Onachu
about 33 goals. Yeah, in a season. I mean, that's...
And Onachu right now in Southampton. How they managed to sell that guy, I don't know. Maybe they just saw the thing on the paper. They didn't watch the clip. But he's a Nigerian. We have to speak highly of him. Tolu Aroku Dare, all the best to him if he's leaving the club. Now, Thomas David is saying top 4, as in at least top 4. Top 10 is too ridiculous.
Bro.
I mean, that's Bobola for you. We always have this funny thing. Now, Bobola, before we go talk about games coming up tomorrow in the Nations League, it's going to be a very fascinating one to talk about too. The UK government said to, of course, take Roman Abramovich as former Chelsea owner to court right now in the bid to extract the 2.5 billion pound from Chelsea sale. The man has out on the money. Say, this money, they said they have actually tried everything. There have been several talks. Still, the man is not releasing the money. He is sitting on the money.
Is it not his entitlement? It's sold the club.
No, it wasn't. The club was, all his asset in the UK was freezed when, because it was linked to have close relation with the Russian president and all of that.
Yeah.
So their claim was that they will not allow someone who's supporting what's happening in Ukraine, to have an investment in the UK. The man had to rush to move his ship out of the UK territory. Now he can't move Chelsea. Chelsea was put on suspension. They couldn't sell most of their merchandise and all of that. Now the agreement was, you're going to leave this club, you pick nothing, we sell the club, whatever we get from it, we put it into welfare of victims. The Ukraine victims of the war, not the Russian, the Ukraine victims of the war. Yeah. Now, the man is sitting on the money. According to the lawyer, said, while the door of negotiations still remain open, we are fully prepared to pursue through courts if required. He said, Abramovich wants 2.5 billion pounds to benefit all the victims. That's the agreement. But right now, the man is saying he's not even giving them any respect. I mean, it's easy to part away with 2.5 billion pounds.
That's a lot of money. But right now,
the man invests a lot of years into
that club. So I feel like he should be getting something.
And Chelsea is even worth more than that, considering how much billion pounds he spent.
And we know how much he spent.
Spend money lavishly on players,
coaches. We know Chelsea not to have coaches for more than 2 seasons.
I mean, it's hard to sympathize with him because we still don't know. The man didn't come out to fight the claims that he had link with the president of Russia and all of that.
But the matter is in court right now, so I feel like once he's in the court, they would decide it. And I mean,
but it's just funny to know that but I don't think Chelsea will be having a problem with this. Do you think?
I don't think Chelsea has any issues with this. He has sold the club.
They paid the new owner paid the money.
And
so it's between UK and the man. So Chelsea fans will be thinking, I think they are going to come and ban our club again.
There's nothing about that.
Now let's go to the Nations League. This is going to be a rip cracker tomorrow. I mean, I say too much is going to be in this game tomorrow. Germany, Portugal.
Yeah, tough game. Yeah, and
we've seen this before.
Have you seen it before?
We've seen this game before.
I mean, I thought you said as a sports here, you've seen it.
No.
I mean, come and give us the lineup.
No.
Come and give us the scoreline.
They had the same. They played together last year as well.
Yeah, and did they play it together?
They played together last year as well. I think late last year. But
I think it's Germany. No, it's Spain, France. We saw at the Euros. I don't think Portugal and Germany.
I think it was Portugal, Germany. Okay.
Yeah, one time that was it hat-trick from Ronaldo. No, that was Spain, Portugal. Not Germany, Portugal. Yeah.
Now Germany, Portugal.
Yeah. Tough game between these two guys, honestly. And this is the semi-finals of the UEFA Nations League. Most players have always come out to say that they don't really rate the UEFA Nations League. The likes of Kevin De Bruyne have always said that.
Okay, last time they actually played was 2014.
Yeah.
I mean, 2014, it was 4-0 in favor of Germany.
Yeah,
and
that
2021,
was
World Cup. And 2021 at Euros. 2021, Euros was played in 2021, and it was 4-2 in favor of Germany. The head-to-head has just been all in favor of Germany.
Yeah.
Germany.
But on the brighter side, when you look at
last time Portugal won was 2000.
That's a long time ago. Yeah. So when you look at the players right now for Portugal, honestly, take Ronaldo away from the team. Why are you looking at me like that?
I mean, I'm doing.
I said that purposely because I know you're.
You say when you take Ronaldo away from the team, okay? Well, I want to complete
your Ronaldo.
Just complete it.
Don't put me on the spot.
No.
Are you going to whip me after the show?
Just say what you want to say.
Take Ronaldo off the team and look at the class of players that they have. I feel like they can do justice against.
I think
Ronaldo off.
You're honest.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
I'm honest.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm beginning to feel like Ronaldo should take a side.
Yeah, when it comes to the
he's not impacting the team again, and he
Yeah.
demands too much. In one of the last game last season, the concluding season, he didn't get to score a goal, and the guy that scored the goal, Ronaldo, was like, I think it's about time the man should just step aside. From
He should just
football.
step aside.
Because he's not impacting the team.
Maybe not from club football, but he can.
Because I just feel Portugal can do better without Ronaldo.
like
They
when
can
you-
be free.
They can be free. Yeah, I feel like there's something that's restricting those boys, because when you look at Bruno Fernandes and the team, Vitinha,
players.
they just played with
Bernardo
PSG.
Silva.
Bernardo Silva is there. Rafael Leo.
Those guys.
At the left wing, Conceição that plays.
And
for
eventually they will
Juventus.
go score tomorrow. They will go play tomorrow. They might lose 4-1.
Lose to-
Ronaldo will still be the one to score the one goal.
And when you look at this Germany side, I don't feel like there's that top team. Like ever since the 2014, there's no. When you look at their side, Emmanuel Noah, the goalkeeper, is old, is retired, and who's there? Ter Stegen is for me not a top coach right now because of the injury, and now they would have to go to Leno that plays for Fulham, not a top goalkeeper anymore. Then when you go to the defense, maybe just Rudiger. Who else? Joshua Kimmich, for me, is living his prime. You go to the attack. Is it Havertz you're going to put your trust in? Is it Leroy Sané, who is not being consistent? Is it Sadnabri? Is it? You understand? So maybe just Musiala and Florian Wirtz. But these guys are just attacking midfielders. There's no number 9.
All right. Someone is saying in the class, he said, what are you saying? He said, okay. It's been a lot. Okay. He said, Bobola is always funny. That's Jola Shario. Abidemi Desire said, good afternoon to you. Yeah, good afternoon to you too. He said, Mr. Bobola. Yeah, maybe that's his name. Maybe you're calling me Mr. Bobola. He said, and Daniel Olote. That's Abidemi Desire. I don't know why you're calling me Olote. The season is over. Say you're doing well. Abidemi Desire said, God will judge England for what they did to Abramovich. Are you crying? Because there's a sound like that. God will punish you. And also, Kehinde Oluwasegun said, good afternoon. You're doing well, of course. Daniel, why are you... Oh, what are you doing with gloves?
I was going to ask.
You will not understand.
You're going to
you too, you're going to ask. Don't ask me. If you are here, you will know why I'm wearing gloves. You know, it's like a mini UK here.
This is UK in it.
In it. I'm in it. So, of course, Kehinde Oluwasegun said, hope it is not because of cold. Yeah, something like that, but not the natural cold, if you get what I mean. And Jola Shario said, I don't want anything that Spain should not win the Nations League. And if we ask that question, it's because of Lamine Yamal. Because the moment they win the Nations League, it puts Yamal back in contention for the Ballon d'Or. Because I know a lot of guys are watching like that. Ronaldo is even implicating Portugal. Yeah, that's the truth, seriously. My coach is going to Saudi after turning us 5. Inter Milan coach?
Yeah.
Come on, that's life now. The man tried. He gave his best. I mean, what team did you have to offer? All those guys are old. He tried, though. And of course, said, no matter what I know is that Ronaldo is still having impact on Portugal. I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so. So that's so far in the class. And let's go to another one. Of course, Spain, France.
Yeah.
I think this is a game everybody wants to see. Dembele is going to be available to face.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's ridiculous to say Dembele, Lamine Yamal. It's just
no.
ridiculous.
I mean, don't let us.
You
say
can't
that.
see that.
Yeah, I've said it yesterday. I said it yesterday that Lamine Yamal in the pecking order he has dropped. Maybe not a top 3. Yeah, maybe not top 5 anymore. 6, 7. That's where it should be. So right now, comparing Dembele with Lamine Yamal is a disrespect. Let me openly come out to say that I saw the comments of Fabrizio Romano.
Okay, thank God.
Well, Lamine Yamal said certain things. That Daniel said yesterday, which I said I didn't see on X.
But you later found to be true?
Yeah, I'm honest.
Oh.
You get yeah, so you know, I saw the interview and he said
Do you think that was a little bit too much for a young player?
Well, certain people came out to say that, but I just think this young man oozes confidence.
Come on,
but you
this
know,
is not confidence.
I get
ridiculous.
How, Daniel?
You can't be talking about you carrying Barcelona. You're too young.
He didn't say he was is carrying Barcelona.
Said he's coming back next season for the Champions League.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Did you see they are more of high in those statements?
No, I mean, they said it's coming back. Yeah,
That's
because
what I'm saying.
It's a personal interview, Daniel.
It's God.
Yeah, it's coming back for the Champions League. It was very, very close. It was one of the key players for Barcelona. So, I mean, there are certain comments that maybe it was too much. Maybe he shouldn't have said that. But at the same time, I just feel like this man is just one young guy that oozes confidence, and he loves to feel
and I fear if this is the kind of player that go far in football.
You know, one thing I love, players that know that even if they say they are talk and do, like Ronaldo.
I don't think he's talk and do yet. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't talked anything. This is the first time he's actually talking exclusive.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's going to handle it, because he has never been crushed before. He doesn't know what media can do to him.
What if he never gets crushed?
He will always get crushed.
How? Maybe
tomorrow,
and he's going to come back.
Maybe media just have a thing of he's still young. He can't take so much.
No, he's young, but Daniel, you can't take away the fact that this guy has put in a very. I mean, it was sensational.
But let's look at this Spain and France head-to-head, Bobola, just so that we will just look at it. 2006, France won. 2008, Spain won. 2010, Spain won. 2012, Spain won it as well. 2012 was a draw. 2013 was a win for Spain, and 2014 was a win for France. 2017 was a win for Spain, and also 2021 was a win for France. 2024 was a win for Spain, and now they are meeting again. It's been tough between these two sides.
It's always been tough, and when you look at the qualities of players that they have,
these two sides have produced a lot.
They've produced a lot.
Top quality players.
And when you talk about the World Cup, they are World Cup winning sides. France did it. Spain. Yeah. And I mean, for me, the two guys are one of the best when it comes to playing football. And right now, when you look at the crop of young players, you're either going to see them in Spain or in France. You're seeing Bakola, you're seeing Dembele, you're seeing Mbappe, you're seeing Camavinga, Chouameni, and some of these Hernandez and the defense. You look at this man from Liverpool, Konate. Their defense so strong, midfield strong. And when you go to the Spanish side, the Spain national team, you go there, you see Kubasi, you see Lamine Yamal, you see Fabian Ruiz, who was sensation. You have a problem with Kubasi?
I mean, I have a problem with those names.
This guy.
Because you're mentioning Barcelona players, and I
said Kubasi, Lamine Yamal, and I said Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, there's Fabian Ruiz there, there's Zubimendi, and I've mentioned Dani Olmo.
These are just... Anyway, it's okay.
Yeah, so a lot of key players.
Who will give it to tomorrow?
For the first game, that's tomorrow's game. That's the Portugal and the Germany. I think it's going to be a win for Germany. Yeah. And for the Spain or France, for me, Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're wrong again.
What?
Because I don't want to speak as a sports here, because right now I'm sitting here where I just have to, be calm. But maybe by tomorrow morning.
What do you think, Daniel? Just to put you on the spot.
I know the winner, and the winner is not who you support.
What's it?
That's it.
Mention the
team. You know what you just support. And I said the winner is not the person you support. It's not the team you support.
Is it France? Is it?
The blue side will be celebrating.
All right.
The sports here,
France, yeah?
The sports here has spoken again.
All right. Let's wait and see.
Just keep counting my streak. It's been like how many games now?
Maybe 4.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so let's continue.
All right. So let's go back to the class and see what's happening there, because he said, oh my God, a lot of comments already. He said, okay, my coach is going to Saudi. Yes, you said that already. No matter what I know is that Ronaldo is still having impact here, okay? Yola Shario said, yes, because of Lamine Yamal. That's why he said he wished Spain didn't get anywhere.
Okay.
Abidemi Desire said, even if Spain win the Nations League, he can't win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, a 17-year-old boy is already picking enemy for himself.
You have a problem with that 17?
No, I feel like a lot of people would have been backing this guy now if he wasn't the guy that talks too much.
He has just spoken only once.
You know why people back Messi very early? Because Messi is just that quiet guy who just go to the pitch to do the talking.
Yeah, but Ronaldo started. I mean, he was always talking.
And Ronaldo had to talk because he was competing against Messi. Messi was ridiculous. You can't compare Messi with Ronaldo in terms of what Ronaldo was and what Messi was. The only way Ronaldo was able to get into that mix and stay in that mix with Messi is through media power. He was always engaging, always, going out there to prove it. But Lamine Yamal, I fear for the lad. See, I don't want to say Kehinde said he go shock all of you when Yamal later win Ballon d'Or. Well, can take it from me. I don't think he's a Ballon d'Or player. Not this year, not next year. But well, you can note that as well. Fabrizio Romano wants Yamal to win Ballon d'Or. We know that one is in campaign committee with him. And someone said, David, sometimes, okay, he says sometimes that's Fabrizio. What did he talk? Yeah, sometimes that's Fabrizio the.
We can't say
I'll filter that. Nurin Farouk. Good evening. You're welcome, Nurin Farouk. You're doing well, Daniel and Bobola. Please spell your name for us. Sport what?
Yeah.
Sport Sia, like when you see and you put a her, see her. You get? When you see her, you see they're asking for my name. Bobola is
you have to start dropping predictions.
Bobola will be Sport Ogido.
Don't do that. Okay.
Ogido Sports. Okay, please spell your name for her. Sport Sia. Just C. When you write C and then you put her in front of it. And Nurin Farouk said, Sports Sia.
Not Suya.
Not Sports Sia. All right, of course. Let's go for that. Now, Bobola, let's wrap it up with this. The Club World Cup group stage is out.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I mean, you and I were talking about it that it's not going to be easy. A lot of people are looking at this tournament from afar like, it's just going to be one of those preseason. But with $1 billion is the prize money. I mean, $100 million is the prize money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Before I talk about the Club World Cup, somebody asked about it. Yeah, the Super Falcons. So it ended 2-0. Nigeria won the game.
The game is over.
Yeah, the game is over. Rasheedat Ajibade was the one that scored both goals. And
who's the man of the match? Who's the man of the match?
Definitely Rasheedat Ajibade. Yeah, 28 minutes. She scored the first penalty. 43rd minute, she scored the second goal. Yeah, talking about the Club World Cup. Well, looking at the team, I feel like I can't wait. But the only problem is it's going to be played at...
I mean, most of them will be played. Yeah, some of them will be played during the day. Most of them. And some of them also at night. There are 2 a.m. fixtures. There are 1 a.m. But most of them I've seen 8, 6 p.m. I've seen 4 p.m. No, evening.
In the evening.
So I think, okay, let's just take the group stage.
Yeah.
For Group A, we have Al Hilal, that's of Egypt, right?
No, Al Ahly.
Al Ahly of Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And FC Porto in Group A. Al Ahly, FC Porto, Inter Miami, and of course, Palmeiras of Brazil. Yeah. In Group B, we have Atletico Madrid of Spain, Botafogo of, I think, Brazil.
Yeah.
And of course, Paris Saint-Germain of France and Seattle Sounders of USA, right? Yeah. And of course, we have Auckland FC, City FC of USA, Bayern Munich of Germany, Boca Juniors of Argentina, and of course, Benfica of Portugal in Group C. In Group D, we have Chelsea of England, Flamengo, of course, of Brazil. We have Esperance of Tunisia.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one. We have LAFC, that's of United States of America, and in Group E, we have River Plate of Argentina, CF Monterrey of course, Uruguay. Yeah. All right. Inter Milan of course, of Italy, and Urawa Reds Diamond. This is an African team.
Yeah. Monterrey is in Mexico.
Mexico,
yeah,
okay.
Mexico, yeah.
We have Urawa, the Red Diamonds of, I think.
Yeah,
an African team, I guess.
I don't think it's an African team. Yeah.
That's in Group D. In Group E.
Yeah.
And in Group F, why Bobola confirms that for us. We have Borussia Dortmund, FC Fluminense. We have Mamelodi Sundown of South Africa. I mean, these guys will be happy to play these games. And of course, we have Uslan HD. And of course, in Group G, we have Al Ain. Where are they from?
Al Ain is...
talk about Urawa Reds.
Yeah, it's in the Japanese
league,
yeah.
Okay. This is what we've been waiting for in football. Let's see. Let everyone come together and let's see it. I mean, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa.
Yeah.
We're playing Borussia Dortmund. Those guys will be happy. And of course, we have in Group G, Al Ain, of course, of I think Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Juventus of Italy. FC Manchester City of England, and of course, Wydad of... I think that should be an Arabian country as well.
Yeah, no, from Morocco.
Morocco, okay. Yeah. And of course, in Group H, which is the last group, we have Al Hilal. It's going to be interesting. Al Hilal, FC Pachuca, and Salzburg, and Real Madrid. And it's going to be very, very interesting Club World Cup, Bobola.
Yeah.
It's going to be. What do you look forward to see in this tournament?
Yeah, I look forward to seeing Messi, Dazu.
What are you talking about?
I knew you were going to talk about it.
What are you talking about?
I'm looking forward to seeing Messi, show that he's not too old to perform at the top level.
What? Are you kidding me?
To the finals against Real Madrid and defeating them. Yeah, but I mean, it's still a long time. We'll talk about it.
Wait, let me just, to be clear.
Yeah.
Which team are you supporting?
Yeah, 3 teams.
Because your Barcelona is not there?
Yeah.
Man United is not there?
Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa.
Oh my God.
Yes.
He's losing again.
Inter Miami.
He's losing
Of
again.
the USA because of Lionel Messi. and my dear Manchester City. Because, I mean, Manchester United, Manchester City,
wow.
still in Manchester.
Wow. Well, you know what it is. You know what time it is. It's Bobola for you there. And some of the fixtures, actually, like I said, they are not too bad. Like, the game is starting on the 16th.
Yeah.
I mean, on the 15th. And the first game on the 15th is going to be Al Ahly of Egypt and Inter Miami. That will be 1 a.m. That's the midnight game. And Bayern Munich also the next, the very day, that will be 5 p.m. So for Chelsea fan who wants to know, their first game will be played, of course, on Monday. And Chelsea game will be against LAFC of USA. And by 8 p.m., Chelsea will face Olivier Giroud again. But before we call it a wrap on the show, let's talk about this again. Okay, let me check the class. Let me check the class. I know people will be calling your name. You are the one that is always making them to call your name. You say now, Liverpool. You say Daniel Sports here. Yeah, you don't need to put the
name.
I mean,
Bobola.
I think that's what you call him. Yeah, the Bobo Sports.
Not the Gido.
Gido Sports. So he said Yamal. He said Yamal Abi Yamad. The Ballon d'Or winner for Dembele is for Dembele. Well, Adeyemi Balogun said, well done, thank you. Dola Shario said, let's see how Chelsea play in the Club World Cup. Yes. And then Nuri Farouk said, Daniel Sports here. Yes, Bobola Sport Bobo. He likes the name. Of course, and we have Abidemi. Dola, okay, we have Dola Shario said, so Liverpool is not in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Liverpool is not there.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Because they won it more recently than Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean,
we
would have to still check.
Chelsea is the recent one, 2021.
And Liverpool is
the one in 2019 COVID. Yeah. So okay, I think they did it back to 5 years.
Yeah.
And Liverpool was 6 years. Now, Dola Shari said, what about that? What's funny about that? It's talking about Liverpool not being at the Club World Cup. And lastly, we have Liverpool don't want to be. Don't say that now. Liverpool don't want to be what?
Champions of England.
I mean, Jamie Carragher was saying a few minutes ago that it's ridiculous to have Chelsea at the Club World Cup because virtually all the guys that give them the ticket to play at the Club World Cup are not in the team again, including the manager. The only surviving player is Reece James.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As much as there's a law that says, okay, from so year to this year, you have to be at the Club World Cup. So it doesn't matter who the player, who the manager is there, who is right there in the club. I mean, we know clubs to always change. I mean, when you look at the Real Madrid side, the team that won the Champions League last, the only surviving player right now is Cavani, and it looks like he's leaving. So there's no order. So the team always revolve, and it doesn't mean the Chelsea remains, but the team would always revolve. That's the players, the manager. So it's locked to the players that are there right now. So it's all the best.
And this is one man that I think people need to not take. I mean, I won't say not take him seriously, but
yeah.
Just the last game last season for between Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, it was forbidden from that game. Talking about Jamie Carragher.
Yeah.
The Nottingham Forest owner said, club said they don't want him in their ground. Yeah. And he released a press statement that is not fair, that he was just giving his opinion on games and all of that. But people feel, a lot of times people feel like there's a personal aid attached to most of the things they say. Because how do you come out to say club should not be playing at the Club World Cup? Yeah,
you know, one thing about Jimmy is just a controversial person. And sometimes we need this.
But we need to know that, no matter how controversial.
But we need this set of people in analysis too.
But we need to also know where to draw the lines. Because when we also get controversial here sometimes, but when we take it too far, we can be stepping on toes.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up with some transfer stories. Of course, Inter Milan have entered the race to sign Marcus Rashford. I was talking about the Manchester United want away striker, and of course we also have Inter Milan also been linked with Oiland, of course, and that's
go.
Al-Nassr ready to enter talks with Liverpool over the deal to sign Luis Diaz, and ready to, of course, pay 85 million euros for the Colombian. And I mean, Ronaldo did call for some strengthening, and Chelsea will demand 30 million euros and an add-on sale on João Felix this summer. And of course, let me drop this last one. for Real Madrid. Real Madrid want to sign Franco. This is a long name, and I'm not giving up on this signature. And that's some of the story. Liverpool, Manchester City also are closing in on agreement with AC Milan. Tijani, in-house before the FIFA Club World Cup. I mean, Madrid have been signing left,
if
right,
they get this brother, for me, fantastic midfielder. If they get Rodri back, Tijani Renedas, and maybe one attacking midfielder with Omar Mamouche, I think Man City, we should fear them next season.
All right, we should fear them next season. We'll be calling it a day on the show this, of course, evening. I want to say thank you to everyone that has made it a success. My brother from another mother, Bobola, let them know you're good.
Yeah, cup.
Bobola is going, but he's still there.
Yeah,
You're going to see his face next on the entertainment segment
we've still got
with a new player that Bobola will unveil very soon. I want to say thank you, of course, to people in the power sector. My very own Baba over there, Panotono, Mr. Adewale. Thank you so much, of course, to Marcus Garvey, as finest we're calling, the streaming department. Thank you so much. We don't know what happened. It's showing us the group of the Club World Cup right there.
Big ups to Marcus.
See you tomorrow. From now, we're handing you over to the entertainment segment where Bobola and the new signing will be taking over. See you now and bye for now.
From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m.
This is a journey into music and sound.
Hey people, this is Aramide.
What's up? My name is J1.
Yo, my name is K-Switch Center.
Credibility right here.
Hey yo, this is LKT.
Hey football on yeah. Hi, my name is Niniola.
Hi, Abasa Konde, the Paramount King of Music.
Yeah, one of my people that call me Q-Dog.
It is your favorite boy, Sean Teaser.
It's your boy, Seriki Omogo.
And yo, it's your boy, Jide Crystal. And you're listening to Melody 100.7 FM. Don't touch that dial. It's absolute music on 100.
Don't go nowhere because I love you.
Let's go. Just tune to Melody 100.7 FM. Still cool with Melody.
Press play.
Make I know like many things I don't see. But I we don't see 69, no supposed to be fear 70. In a long time, we take back on the TT. No relenting, now we trending, bedu banging, so I'm getting. When I did out me, I carry my load. Face my hustle, come out for my comfort zone. I believe in myself, but I can't do this all alone. I believe in God, I mean I know this my soul. Oh yeah, one line be motion man carry go. Allah I need, nobody know. All my life I dey find money, till I get fans where they die for me. Me I be top 10 years I'm still counting. Timothy Jack, come on, stop on. You already know this guy can see. Top 10 years I'm still counting. Timothy Jack, come on, stop on. You already know this guy can see. Them say I just did do as I lie because it's sure for me, say me I get fast. But why I no go gas for my people, they show me love for a long time. When I no get money, $0 for my back. Not only God and my fast. If I suck like jazz, it doesn't matter where you come from. Cause at the end of the day, man is on God. It's all love, no loves, make you stand tall. See your Nikos be living like Sean John. Back then, say my life no they function. Right now, blessings day for my junction. I told them, say na me be the gone. Anything no bad, come. Me I be top 10 years I'm still counting. Timothy Jack, come on, stop on. You already know this guy can sing. Stop on. 10 years I'm still counting. Timothy Jack, come on, stop on. You already know this guy can sing. That guy come by. Chop a street door.